child, it's my job to guide a child a certain way.
To what?
Into who he is, and to what he was born.
Heteronormativity.
To what he was born as.
Heteronormativity.
He was born as a man.
Well, let's talk about it.
He was born as a boy. And this is my issue, because now this is only a conversation we have with boys. That now being healthy masculine is a problem. Now we gotta go and try to
Shalom. Koholo Yahweh Shemil Shah Basham Gargadaz. The monster of the apostles, the monster of the elders, green millstone were well taught us truth. Much respect to you brothers out there to preach this word in truth and sincerity throughout the folk on earth. Tabernacle David for electing the speckled bird and want to say shalom. Now I got a couple videos I want to show. Pretty much how Esau Edom has his kingdom set up, for the Israelite household to be broken down. And the ways of Esau Edom is death. All right. And I know in this particular video right here, a man got to argue that a man has to be a man. Not talking about every Israelite female, but you have a lot of these Israelite females out here that believe in the ways of Babylon, where they're not, since the man is not in the household, they're going to raise their boys as women, man, to be effeminate, so it just goes to show you everything down here is out of order. Matter of fact, before I play the videos, let's go ahead and get the scriptures. This is Jeremiah 31 and verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O backsliding daughter? For Yahweh have created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. Because in this kingdom, especially in this kingdom, the woman has compassed a man. Has gotten all the benefits. All right. If you want these benefits, a man cannot be in the household. And that's by design. All right. Because a true fortified household with the man in charge, as you read in 1 Corinthians 11 and 3, with the man being in charge, right? Which you go to that chapter, if I'm not mistaken, you have Yahweh. It's in order. Yahweh Shai, the man, the woman, the children. All right, that's order. Okay, and by design, Esau Edom has designed it to break our households. All right, to believe in this man's system. And if you want those benefits, you got to follow his ways. All right. And you can't have the man in the household. Why? Because when the Israelite man is raising his Israelite son to be a man, as you read in the scripture, it grieves the enemy. All right. And Esau Edom doesn't want that. He wants our people to be effeminate. All right. And that's by design, the agenda. Because, you go to his Agenda 21, all these agendas that he has, he wants to get rid of billions and billions of people, man. And what is one of the ways to get rid of billions and billions of people? It's by people not being able to make children. The Lord said, be fruitful and multiply. All right. So going back to the scripture, Jeremiah 31 and 31 and verse 22, the woman has compassed a man. The woman the woman is the head of the household in most Jake's family situations, man. She's making all the orders. She the head, man. And that's out of order. So the Lord has to come back and set things in order, because you got these effeminate ass Jakes, which a lot of our people's waking up in these last days. That's why you have Jake out here, the passport bros, and they looking for a woman that's actually gonna be able, that's gonna be wife material. All right. It's Isaiah 3 and verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which led thee, cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths. Right? And as you read right here, it says children are their oppressors. You can also apply that to Esau Edom. Right? hey, he's our oppressor. He's ruling over us. He's a base man. Woe unto thee when thy king is a child. All right. And also children. They making that law, if I'm not mistaken, in Washington, where if the child decides that they want to be say they're a woman, well, really they'll be a girl. All right. Since they'll be a child, say that they want to be a man or a boy. The parents don't agree with that, hey, they're going to be taken away, man. Goes to show you that this kingdom is just all out of order. They pushing that wickedness upon the people. But over here, hey, we have integrity. As for me and my household, we going to serve the Lord. And that's the mentality, and that's how you're supposed to move in this kingdom. As the scriptures say, train up a child in the way that he should go. And with our people falling after the ways of Esau, Edom, they're not doing that, man. You got these men out here that's as effeminate as hell, emotional as can be. They filling up them jail cells, man. All right, that's also in the scriptures as well. They filling up them jail cells. Once again, it's by design to keep you in slavery. All right, when you raise in a single household with just your mother, all right. So I believe I may have the video, I may not. I believe, man, I don't know if I had the video or not, but hey, if I play it, I play it. Once again, these dudes become effeminate as hell, being raised by their mothers, man. All right, no masculinity. They get to a certain age, the whoopings don't hurt. They start arguing with their mother, disrespecting. Hey, it's all by design, man. Because you're supposed to honor your parents, but hey, your household is broken, man. The man ain't there to be the head and take over. Like, hey, man, you ain't gonna talk to us like that, man. Proverbs 16 and verse 29, a violent man enticeth his neighbor and leadeth him into the way that is not good. That's the way of Esau Edom, man, the valiant man. All right, all he knows is blood and destruction and killing, man, and wickedness. And so he's going to entice the other nations, especially Jake out here, to follow out the ways of Babylon the Great, man. All right, he's going to give you incentives. All right, he's going to find out some ways to pacify you. Hey, you do this. All right. As you read in the scriptures, many people, just roughly paraphrasing, some of the people seek the king's pleasure, something to that effect, and it goes on to say, but judgment comes from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. All right, we're not seeking to please the king. All right, this king right here is effeminate, weak. He's a beta male. He's weak. He's nasty, man. We don't seek to please the king. All right, we have integrity, and we understand that judgment comes from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So, you fall after the ways of Esau, Edom. All right, you move to save your life, you're gonna lose it. But if you lose your life for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, it's like if you lose your life for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua namesake, you're gonna gain life, man. And that's what these people don't understand, man. Let's go ahead and play the video.
Most women don't want to date a man that's wearing hot pink nail polish.
Maybe not 10 years ago.
What I'm saying is most women do not, even now. Or a man that sits, or a man that comes in and sits like a little more like most women don't like these things.
Okay, I'm a hold on.
So you're more concerned about who he's able to attract than him living the life he wants to live and being happy in his own skin.
As a child, it's my job to guide a child a certain way.
To what?
Into who he is, and to who he was born. To what he was born as.
Heteronormativity.
He was born as a man.
Well, let's talk about it.
He was born as a boy. And this is my issue, because now this is only a conversation we have with boys. That now being healthy masculine is a problem. Now we gotta go and try to make it okay for boys, most women.
I'll be very cool. All right.
Oh my God! Baby!
Listen to this.
Do you think people can be born gay?
No, I don't. And there's no conclusive evidence to that point.
Wow, you know, a lot of gay people say they were born that way. They said that, you're saying
a lot of murderers say they were born murderers. A lot of pedophiles say they were born pedophiles. So if we're going to say there's a gay gene, we're going to have to open up the conversation and say that there's a pedophile gene, which means if I molest children, I shouldn't go to jail because after all, it was in my DNA. Be careful about opening up one door. You got to open up all them doors.
What I say?
But no, hold on. Being a pedophile is illegal. Being a homosexual is not illegal.
There's an organization called the North American Association for Man and Boy Love. They're trying to normalize and legalize pedophilia.
Oh, no, we got to blow them up.
It's on the internet. North American Association.
That sounds crazy.
Oh my goodness. In fact, it's already been predicted that when the next DSM comes out, pedophilia will be normal behavior.
We need to drop a
Remember,
bomb on them
homosexuality
right
was once mental illness up until 74. They changed it in 74. Some people thought homosexuality would never be considered normal in 74.
But it was never illegal.
It was never illegal. But here's the thing. Once you say something is normal, it's easy to make it legal.
I brought this up is because people with only children, especially with daughters or having one daughter, those daughters tend to end up jacked up. I did a show talk about our modern mothers destroying their daughters. And they are, because most daughters look at their mothers and like, well, damn, she doesn't talk about relationships like they're positive. It's all fear-based. She doesn't teach me anything, hasn't taught me anything. So basically you're teaching your daughter to grow up and be you. Hello, make their daughters carbon copies of them, and they give their daughters fear, scarcity, and lack. Their success, your daughter's success, is not in a man. It's in a job and an education. The gains thing. I feel sorry for you guys, but you got the benefit. Because when we were coming out of college, black women were getting hired at a rate of 2 to 1 with black men, because you counted as a double minority against affirmative action. The gains that black men were supposed to get out of civil rights went to you guys through civil rights, through affirmative action in Title IX. That's why we had this entire black women are doing this and doing that and outpacing black men. So black men caught hell for good 20 some odd years. Now we're just like, oh, good. That's why black men over 40 are some of that. Black men over 40 are some of the happiest men on the planet.
Interesting.
Because all the shit that we had to survive. We didn't have wives. We didn't have women who wanted to be our counterparts. I'm a PhD. And that's what it was. You know that's what it was.
We back, so let's go ahead and get some more scriptures. Proverbs 22 and verse 1. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver and gold. All right, a good name. All right, because your children hold your name as well. And once again, as the scriptures say, you're supposed to train up a child in the way that they should go. All right. And back in the day, your name stand for something, man. Hey, that's the household of such and such, man. That's that great household. Or if you're a daughter or a son acting wild, man, the people of the city gonna be looking at you sideways, man. And you read the scriptures as well. If you have a lazy son or a daughter that want to be whorish, man, they will be put to death, man. All right. For example, for our people not to follow, because the fathers back then, they didn't play that, man. Because I believe I saw a video that one of the Kansas City brothers had made. He put his daughter to death. That was a TikTok. She was probably doing some wicked stuff. All right. Apparently, it may have been Ishmael, if I'm not mistaken. They don't play that, man. So back in the day, we didn't play that. All right, you bringing shame to the household name, man. And that's what these people don't realize, man. They're allowing the government to raise their children, allowing, they want a single parent household, and that's pretty much destroying the community, and that's by design, man. But it's all good. All right, because Lord willing, we the first fruits of the kingdom, and the Lord gonna set everything in order, man. All right, and these wicked women, they gonna have to learn the hard way, man, for trusting in Yahweh, for not trusting in Yahweh Bashim Shah, but trusting in Esau Edom. All right, this is Titus 2 and verse 1. But speak thou in the things which become sound doctrine. All right, we're supposed to be preaching sound doctrine in our people, in our households. All right, before we came into the truth, we're not getting sound doctrine. So the water Yahweh Shemel Shah for this wisdom, knowledge, understanding. So now we're able to get our household in order, and we are able to go out there to the highways and byways and preach sound doctrine. All right, but you're not getting sound doctrine listening to your pastor, pork chop, man. It's not going to happen. It's verse 2, that the aged man be sober, grave, temperament, sound in faith, in charity, and in patience. All right, these are the qualities of how a man should move. All right, but once again, these single parent households, a lot of them, all right, a lot of these men out here are moving like little boys, emotional. They don't have these traits. They don't have integrity. All right, they're too emotional. Verse 3, this is pretty much the point right here. Because if I'm not mistaken, I had the video of Kevin Samuels, which I may put it in, I may not. I don't know if I put it in or not. But you know, the woman being best friends with our daughter, man. You know, not setting a good example. All right, a woman, you know, these women out here are not giving a good example of how to be a woman or how to be a wife. All right, they jumping from man to man. They expecting child support. You know, it's all over the place, man. You know, they're not in the right spirit. But it's all right. The Lord gonna take care of that, man. All right, the Lord gonna set this place straight, man. All right, that the verse 3, the aged woman likewise, that they being in behavior as becoming holiness, not false accusers. All right, that's a big thing in our community, false accusers. All right, you laying down with all these men, but then you want to go to the actual good guy and say that baby is his, man, putting him through all that stress. You know, hey, being a false accuser, if I'm not mistaken, that's death. You got to be put to death for that, man. All right, Lord don't play about that. And once again, you look into our family households, man, which you really can't even call it a household. A lot of these Jake women, that's how they move. Nigga women, that's how they move, man. All right, not giving too much wine. A lot of them out there partying, having a good time, drinking a yun like it ain't no tomorrow, getting drunk, you know. Matter of fact, a lot of them, which I don't know if you can even say the word, man. I'm just say a lot of them is getting taken. All right, I'm gonna just say it like that. And you're gonna see a lot of that happening in the times to come, man. All right, because you want to live your best life. All right, so the Lord got something for that. That's why a lot of people end up missing teachers of good things, you know, because a lot of these women, they don't know how to cook, clean, take care of a family. All right, they don't know how to be a wife. All right, they raising their sons to be effeminate. They don't care. All right, they don't care that they the sons are feminine or not. You know, they don't care, man. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. The Lord gonna take care of that, man. All right, that they may teach the young women to be sober. I was watching a video earlier, man. This woman was coming up with so many excuses. She sounded like she was a 19, 20-year-old, but she was like 37, man. She sounded like a little kid. All right, couldn't own up to her own mistakes and tell the other women, how to move. Once again, showing you that, hey, we need Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. We need the Lord. Because this is out of hand. All right. This is out of hand, man. Let's see. May teach a young woman to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. And a lot of women in our community is not doing that, man. They're not doing none of those. All right. To be discreet, chastened, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of power be not blasphemed. You see that? Are these qualities on the majority of our people, man? No. That's why we need Yahweh by Shemiel Shine. That's why we making these videos. So we make our calling election sure. Alright? So we can get the heck up out of here so our family structure can be in order and these effeminate ass men won't be popping up anymore, man. Alright? Over here arguing that a man can't be a man, This so-called toxic masculinity. It's not toxic, man. Alright? A man's supposed to be a man. And that's by design. They don't want men to be men because they want to get rid of the family structure. They want to get rid of people out here breeding. Alright? Let's see. Let's get some more scriptures. Psalms 127 verse 3. Lo, children are an heritage of the Lord Yahweh, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. You see that? Your children are supposed to be a heritage. But these people over here treating them like a little check, man. Or not teaching them in the way that they should go. All right, that's why you got these little demons out here rolling around. Kia boys, all right? Little effeminate ass niggas. Niggas is filling up these jail cells. Now don't get it twisted, some of them, they may have not done anything. Once again, it goes back to not being a false accuser. You got women out here being false accusers, as I read in Titus 2. Alright? Some of them's in there. But that's the way Esau eat them. Alright, because this law, this justice system is not so justice. If it follow the ways of Yahweh Shemel Shah, it will actually be fruitful. Real justice will be in the world, man. Alright, but they don't want that, man. They don't want that, man. Because this man Esau Edom, he goes against his own laws, man. Alright, so once again, your children are supposed to be a heritage, man. You're supposed to have joy. Now these people out here, they ready to pop a pill. They ready to go to an abortion clinic and get rid of them children, man. They ready. But she's supposed to look at that child with love. All right. The scriptures also speak of, rather a woman, say a woman's pregnant and a man happened to, cause her not to be pregnant again. That man would have to be put to death. That's in the scriptures. All right. And so with these people out here, the modern day fire of Molech, killing their children off. Hey, they gotta be put to death for that, man. All right. Proverbs 22 and verse 6, train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. And since our households is broken, a lot of our households is broken. All right. The water Yahweh Shemel Shai, if you had a father and a mother and taught you the right way, the water Yahweh Shemel Shai, I had that growing up, because you can see the difference. Man, you can see the difference. A lot of dudes, I wouldn't say all of them, but a lot of dudes that were raised by single mothers, they are effeminate indeed. They can't control their emotions. All right, but once again, train up a child in the way that they should go. All right, and Lord willing, you in this walk, you in this truth, you teaching them. All right, you ain't teaching them all the wicked stuff of Babylon, man. You teaching them how to serve the Lord. All All right. Let's get Isaiah 54 and verse 13. And all thy children shall be taught of the Lord, and great shall the peace be of thy children. That's going to come, man. All right. Right now, you're supposed to, once again, train up a child in the way that he should go. But in the kingdom, all right. Hey, man, we going to have peace with our children, man. As the scriptures say, roughly paraphrasing, one shall become 1,000. You know, hey, you have many children in the kingdom. Man, it's going to be joyous. It's going to be beautiful. All right. Our household, our families, it's going to be in order, man. Ephesians 6 in verse 1, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. And with these little monsters out here, and with these women out here not caring, all right, they not obeying their parents, man. What they saying back in the day, you know, it takes a village to raise a child. We ain't even got that no more, man. All right, just niggas, just little niggas running around here. Honor their father and mother. Is that happening? All right. Part of honoring your father and your mother is not out here walking around being a nigga. As I read earlier, you know, having a good name. You staying in the name of your household, man. All right. A good household name is good. All right. That's how you got business. You know. You may have a daughter. Somebody take, you know, look at your daughter, you know, she might be pretty. We're like, nah, we ain't even gonna deal with that household, man. They wicked as hell, man. She ain't wifey material. Look at their household. You know, that's something that could have happened back in the day, man. You know. Let's see, that it may be well with thee, and thou mayest live long on the earth. You see that? You know, I don't particularly remember this scripture, but I remember, you know, being told this in Christianity, you know, and you know, here's the scripture to back it up. You honor your father and your mother. The Lord, you know, if it's in his plans and his will give you a longer life, you know. Meditate on that, man. A longer life. And that's why you see a lot of these niggas at early ages being shot dead in the streets. But that's also by design as well. All right. Because you had our people say, let the blood be upon us and our children when Yahweh was on the scene, man. So that's why you see a lot of our people being taken out. All right. Verse 4, and you fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in nurture and admonition of the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, you know, giving reverence to the Lord, praising the Lord. All right. Teaching your children in the way that they should go. All right. Bring them up. Nurture them. Take care of them. All right. As a father should do. All right. Proverbs 13, verse 24. He that spareth his rod hateth his son, but he that loveth him chastises him in betimes. All right. If you love your son, you don't whoop that ass, man. You all right, or the streets going to. All right. Once again, if you love your son, you're gonna whoop that ass. That's pretty much what the scripture is saying. You're gonna take care of your son. You're gonna let him know when he's wrong. All right. Sometimes you gotta get a belt. Sometimes you gotta get a scorning. Hey, whatever, man. It's really to save his life, and pretty much that's what the Lord does with us, man. All right. Rather we get rebuked, rather we get chastised, jacked up. You know, that's really to save you in the long run, to let you know, hey, the path that you're going into, you will get jacked up, or you will be sent to the spirit realm if you keep acting like that, man. Because as I read earlier, you reverence, you love your father, you respect your father and your mother. I forget, where was that? Yeah, Ephesians 6:1. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise, that it may be well with thee and thou mayest live long on the earth. You see? So that way you'll be able to live longer on the earth and you just won't be shot dead in the streets. You know, Lord willing. All right? Because we understand no one perishes being innocent. All right? Let's see. Proverbs 29 verse 15. The rod and reproof give wisdom. You see? It gives wisdom. Sometimes you gotta whoop that ass, man. Let them know, hey, the way you keep going, it's gonna lead you to prison or death, man. So stop playing around, man. All right, the Lord jacks us up. It gives us wisdom. All right, Lord, I got your attention. You got my attention. All right, I'm gonna stop doing this. I'm gonna stop doing that, man. You know. Let's see. But a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame. And that's what a lot of these dudes are doing, man. You know, they bringing a household, their mother, their father to shame, man. All right. And pretty much that's how Esau Edom designed it. For the household to be broken. All right. They left to their own accord. You know, a lot of these children, you can't say nothing to them. You can't reprove them. Can't rebuke them. Can't chastise them. All right. You know, you see these people out here, you know, you can't give you whooping. It's like you can't give your child a whooping out in public without somebody trying to say something, trying to get your children take it away. You know, that's the way Esau, you know, why? Because he lets his children go wild. You know, we got that spirit in us where we have to correct our children, but you know, the ways of Esau, he don't want that. So that's why you see these niggas running around here, man. All right. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and get this and close out. Hebrews 12 and verse 9. Furthermore, we had fathers of our flesh, which corrected us. You see that? The water y'all watch me on shy if you had a real father in your life that corrected you. That gave you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right. But now we have the apostles and elders, which act as our fathers to give us true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding how to move in this earth, man. You know, giving us something that our fleshly fathers did not give us, man. You know, name of the Lord, break down the scriptures, how to conduct yourself as a man, to go out there to the highways and byways, do your lessons, not making no excuses. All right. The water y'all watch me on shop for apostles and elders, you know, and also our earthly, you know, our fleshly fathers as well, you know, because once again, a lot of us, because of that, ain't moving effeminate. All right. Let's see. And give them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? You see that? In which you're not training up a child in the way that they should go. They're not reverencing Yahweh Shemiel Shah. Once again, that's by design. All right, we lost our heritage. We lost the names, man. You know, so once again, that's why people out here looking dumb and stupid, dying in the streets every day, man. For they verily for a few days chasten us after their own pleasure, but he for our profit. You see, we get chastised. It's for our profit, man. So we understand, all right, Lord, you got my attention. I ain't gonna move like that. I ain't gonna walk like that. All right, I'm gonna conduct myself better. I'm gonna move wisely. So Lord willing, I get that crown of glory. All right. Let's read some more. But he for a profit, that we might be partakers of his holiness. Lord willing, man. Be of the first fruits. All right. That's why the Lord has given us our apostles and elders, showing us the way that we should walk in. So Lord willing, we'll be with big brother Yahushua, man. Now, no chastising for the present seeming to be joyous. All right, you're not getting jacked up. You're not, you're walking around. You're being good. You ain't getting jacked up. Your leg ain't hurting or whatever the Lord ain't bringing upon you. All right, but grievousness, nevertheless, afterward, it yielding the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. All right, once again, the chastising get your mind right, get your spirit right? So that way you moving the right way, man. You're not out here walking effeminate, moving effeminate. Out here having no strength. Out here making excuses why you can't go out there to the highways and byways. Lord ain't playing that. You might be slacking on your lessons. The Lord might jack you up for that. Might be making it. You might be coming to camp, but you may not have the right spirit at camp. Like, man, I'm at camp. You might be mumbling and murmuring. Lord might jack you up for that. Like, hey, man, you supposed to love doing this, man. All right, I sent my son to die for you. He ain't gonna die for you again. All right, you better you better move right, man. All right, because you better not take this for granted, because everybody don't get this, man. Everybody don't get this. So you better be happy that the Lord giving you this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. All right, because you got these jakes out there, man. We was just recently out there, they talking about black this, black that, man. Stay strong, black man. Like, no, we ain't saying that, man. We Israelites, man. You see? So don't take this truth for granted. And the water Yahweh Shemi Shai. If you're moving correctly, and if you get chastised, if you get rebuked by the Lord, or the Lord sends a brother to rebuke you, thank the Lord, because that's the Lord pulling you out the fire, man. So Lord willing, you be joint heirs with Yahushua, man. All right. But I'm gonna end it right there. Lord willing, it's edifying way to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashim Shah, Bashim Kadash, and a wall of ball, Babal Shalom.